clothes. Let me put that on really quick. I have not showered yet. All right, so let's talk about the weekend. Okay, so I used to look at weekends and I would stress myself the heck out because I would do great on my journey all week. And then the weekend would come and I had these thoughts. Oh gosh, I almost dropped my phone. Thoughts that, oh my gosh, it's the weekend. I have so much to do, especially with it being Mother's Day, right? I have so much to do, and we're going to be out and about with friends and family and at events where you're going to be eating, and there's no possible way that I can stay on my journey. So I guess just like the future, or I mean like the past, I'm just going to fall off track, and then I'll just pick Monday up and just restart. Do any of you feel like that's how you feel towards your journey? Do you? Because I'd love to talk to you about that, because as we talked about on Monday with the mindset stuff, it starts with our thoughts, okay? So it might be something that you have done for every single weekend for the last however many years, that you're good Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday come, or maybe even Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you fall off track, right? And then pick back up with Monday. And because you've been doing that for so long, you feel like that's just how life is, right? Like that's how it's going to be for the rest of my life. Okay, those are thoughts. But because it's been a default thought, we talked about that on Monday, we've assumed that that's the way things are going to be for the rest of our lives. When really in reality, you have control over that. Okay, not in a weird, icky, creepy way of having control, but in a way that serves you and can help you continue to live your life and enjoy the weekend, but still achieve your goals. I know that seems so like crazy, because I know for me, when people would tell me that, I was like, there's no way, right? Like, there's no way that I can still like enjoy the weekend and enjoy some treats here and there and still hit my goals. But it's possible, you guys. It starts with our thoughts. Okay. So the first tip that I want to give you guys going into the weekend is look at where your thoughts are. Okay. And I'd love you to comment below with this if this is something that you struggle with, and I'll make sure I check in and kind of help you out. So just comment below this video. But what are the thoughts that pop in your head when you think of the weekend and sticking to your journey? Okay, what are those thoughts that pop up? Do you have some negative default thoughts that pop up and you're like, I'm going to fall off just like I always do? Or have you already been doing pretty good on sticking to your health journey on the weekends? And you're like, it's the weekend. I got this. I got it in the bag. I'm going to continue to move towards my goals. Like, what are the thoughts going on in your head when you know that today's Friday, it's our first weekend in this group, and you have goals that you're working towards? Okay, so the first thing is our mindset. We have to pay attention to the thoughts that we're saying about it. Okay, number 2, remember the name of this group is 30 Days Committed to You. Not 30 days committed to your spouse, which you should still be doing anyways, right? 30 days committed to your kids. You should be already doing that. The 30 days committed to you, okay? You matter. You matter, okay? And like I've shared many times, and you guys have probably heard from other people, you can't pour from an empty cup. So if we're not putting ourselves first, we can't give the best versions of us to other people, okay? So going into this weekend, remembering that, I committed, I made a promise to myself and to Meg that I was going to put myself first every single day and focus on my journey so I can feel good, so I can achieve my goals, and then show up as the best version of me for other people. Okay, so it's time to make some appointments to you this weekend. Okay, so what I hear from people is like Monday through Friday, you have kind of a routine, whether you work out of the house or you work from home, and you have everything kind of set in stone, right? And then weekends come and you're like out of the routine. Why? It doesn't have to be out of the routine when it comes to your workouts and your meals. I am very much like clockwork, and I think that that's what keeps me successful, is that in my own journey, is that I wake up and the first thing in the morning, no matter what kind of mood my kids are in, we're going downstairs and we are working out. Okay, so figure out what time of day works best for you and your family, where you know without a shadow of a doubt you're going to get your workout in. Okay, for most people, that's early in the morning. So whether it be that you have to get up an hour before the kids and kind of crawl out of bed so your spouse doesn't wake up, right? And pop your headphones in and do a workout in the basement, okay? Or maybe it's like me, where you have that morning routine where the kids have breakfast, you have breakfast, and we all roll downstairs. I turn on a TV show for them, CoComelon is like crack for kids. And then I hop in and get my workout in for 30 minutes. And then the rest of the day I'm off and I'm with them. Okay. So you make a couple appointments to yourself. Number one, when you're going to get your workout in. Okay. And I would love you guys to comment below and let me know. Number two, when you're going to eat your meals, whether you're following 2B Mindset, Ultimate Portion Fix, when are you going to have those meals and what are you going to have? I like to keep my breakfast the same. Okay, so it's always Shakeology with a waffle. And if I might change up the flavor of Shakeology or the recipe to keep things interesting, but like clockwork, that is always my quick breakfast. Okay, lunch. What are you going to have for lunch? What lunches did you like over the last week that you can keep in the routine Saturday and Sunday? Okay, dinner. You can have a little more flexibility for dinner, right? So what are you going to have for dinner? Maybe you look at some of the Beachbody blog recipes or the recipes that I offer you guys in the Dropbox or the Fixate recipes or the 2B recipes, and you find like one or two that you can make today and tomorrow. Okay, snacks. Normally the same, right? So grab some snacks that you normally have, but keep things pretty clockwork and make those meals appointments to yourself. Just like you get them in when you're at work, you get them in when you're at home, okay? The third tip that I want to give you guys kind of rolling into, two more appointments, sorry. I guess three more. When are you going to meal plan for the upcoming week? When are you going to meal prep for the upcoming week? When are you going to go grocery shopping? Whether it be that you set up like your groceries online and you order them and then you can go pick them up, or if you're actually going to go to the grocery store, maybe your spouse goes to the grocery store, when is that going to happen? Put it in your phone, you guys. So you're putting in when you're going to work out, you're going to put in when you're eating, you're going to put in when you're going to meal plan, when you're going to meal prep, and when you're going to go grocery shopping. What works for me is Saturdays, right after I work out, before I go and grab the kids, I sit down and I meal plan. And I figure out, okay, what meals work best for the week? My breakfast, like I told you, and my snacks are usually the same. Lunch and dinner are where I get creative and kind of mix and match things that I had through last week that I liked. And then I grab two recipes that I didn't like so much, and I can mix up for dinner. Okay, so you meal plan, you figure out when you're going to do that. And then you figure out when you're going to grocery shop and meal prep. Okay, and you put it all in your calendar. Make sure your spouse is aware of it as well. All right, tip number 3, guys. So tip number 3 is taking things one meal at a time. So if you were in my group in April, you've already heard this, but I want to bring it up to you guys again. One meal at a time, one meal at a time. So what do I mean by that? You literally take one meal at a time. So Saturdays, especially with it being Mother's Day, I don't want you to feel like you're in a prison, like you have to like stick to this meal plan. And if you don't stick to it, that like you're going to ruin all of your results. No, I want you to go into this weekend and be like, if you're a mom or you're celebrating your mom, okay, let's go celebrate. Let's have fun. But celebrate doesn't mean binge, okay? Celebrate means enjoy. It doesn't mean binge. So how do we do that? Because I'm someone who used to really struggle with this. One meal at a time. You look at when you're going to be spending time with your family. So for me, tomorrow we're going out to eat with my in-laws for Mother's Day. So Saturday we're going out to dinner and then going over to my mother-in-law's afterwards for dessert. And then on Sunday we're going over to my mom's house for like a brunch. Okay, so I know Saturday night, or I guess Saturday dinner, is going to be kind of up for grabs. I'll make healthy choices at the recipe as much as I can, but you better believe I'm going to eat dessert, okay? Because I want to enjoy it. I'm not going to eat 5 pieces of dessert. I'm going to have 1 piece, all right, with maybe a little bit of ice cream, okay? So you plan ahead and you say, okay, I know this meal is going to be a little off of my norm. How can I take it one meal at a time? I'm not going to wake up in the morning and I'm not going to say, because I'm going to eat like whatever at dinner, then I might as well just eat whatever I want for breakfast and lunch. That doesn't even make sense. Okay? One meal at a time. That's just one meal. The dinner is just one meal. Okay? So what are you going to have for breakfast that makes you feel good? What are you going to have for lunch that makes you feel good? What are you going to have as a snack that makes you feel good? You don't have to like save up your calories so you can go into dinner and then you're starving and then you binge, right? But you're taking it one meal at a time. Maybe you have something earlier in the day and you're doing breakfast with your family. Okay, so you have waffles and Nutella and can you tell what I'm thinking about? And cinnamon rolls and bacon and all that stuff, right? I love breakfast food. And, that's the beginning of the day, one meal at a time. Okay, so I had maybe off the plan breakfast for the most part. Okay, so what am I going to have for lunch? Well, let me have a healthy salad with some protein and some healthy fat, right? What am I going to have for snack? You pick right back up, you guys. It doesn't have to be something that derails you for the entire weekend. Okay. So I want you to repeat to yourself, especially during this holiday weekend, because you're proving to yourself that you can do this. Okay. And that you're putting your health first, one meal at a time. Look at what you have planned out for Saturday and Sunday, maybe even today for Mother's Day. Look ahead and say, okay, I'm going to be enjoying myself. I'm not going to be binging, but I'm going to enjoy it because it's okay to enjoy food, you guys. We have to let go of like this guilt and looking at food as like such a bad thing. We all need food in order to survive, right? And it's okay to have dessert and have things that are not normally the healthiest for you in moderation. Okay. It's not like you're going to be doing it all weekend, every single meal. Okay. So one meal at a time, love yourself, enjoy it, set those appointments for yourself, control your mindset. And I think that's it. So, guys, have a wonderful weekend. Let me know if this was helpful, anything kind of like was an aha or takeaway for you. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below or email me. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful weekend.